morning, everyone. Today, I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I would also like to pay my respects to the elders, past and present. Today, I'm going to do evaluation on disability and accessible health services. So, thank you for joining today's evaluation of our Disability and Accessible Health Services initiative in the Daru community. Let's begin with feedback from the session. Manisha, what was the general response from the participants?
Good morning. The response was mostly positive. Participants were grateful for the information, especially the demonstration of the assistive devices. However, some expressed concern about accessing certain services due to transportation limitations or lack of awareness about the follow-up support.
That's an important observation. Accessibility isn't just about the information, it's also about removing logistical barriers. Gab, from your perspective, what were the biggest successes of the initiative?
I believe we successfully raised awareness about different types of disabilities, breaking some of the myths that were present. Engaging the elders early on also helped build trust, which encouraged more participation. However, we encountered challenges in explaining government services as some of participants found the system confusing.
That's helpful insight. We will now we will need to simplify those explanations further. Lakshmi, how do you feel the communication flowed during the session? Were there any gaps?
Overall, the sessions went well, but participants were more comfortable asking questions in formal settings, like the gatherings after the sessions. This shows that we need to allow more unstructured time for discussion.
I noticed that hands-on activities worked best. People were highly engaged with when they could see and try assistive tools. Perhaps we should focus even more on practical elements next time.
I agree. Practical demonstrations seem to resonate the most. We might also want to arrange site visits to local health providers so the community can see these services in action.
These improvements are well throughout. Thank you all for your input. Before we conclude, does anyone have final recommendations?
We could also follow up with the community in the few months to check if participants are using the services and to address any questions that they may have.
Yes, and it will be good to include visual reminders in public spaces like posters about assistive services in community centers.
Excellent suggestions. Let's integrate follow-up sessions into our long-term plan. I'll also look into partnerships with local transportation services to improve access.
I will coordinate with the local service providers for potential site visits.
Perfect. Let's review the timeline and check-in dates in the next week to ensure we stay on track. Thank you all for your insight today.
Thank you.
Thank you.